Hello and welcome to the second episode of our The Order 1886 walkthrough. In the first episode we went through the prologue in which we learned how to play the game, how to use controls, and we met our comrades. And the location, which is a steampunk Victorian London full of werewolves. So all very exciting. And now we're going to pick up the game and see where it takes us. So let's press continue.
Centuries have passed, but our order has remained steadfast in its sacred mission to preserve the balance between man and half-breed. Such was the quest of our founder, King Arthur. May his name be forever resplendent.
Is it true? Did the Lord Chancellor fight by Arthur's side?
That is the legend.
Today, that balance is threatened
Chapter 2 amongst
with
equals.
grave upset by a new contagion, the rebellion. As long as its campaign of anarchy and terror is allowed to continue, the plague of Lycan infestation that has infected our city will only grow more intolerable.
The Lord Chancellor will thus agree to the urgency of a mission into Whitechapel.
Whitechapel is a matter for the civil authorities.
When the noble Arthur sought to contest for truage with the Roman Emperor Lucius, he did not trouble himself with issues of jurisdiction.
Do not presume to quote history to me, Sir Percival. I've seen more of history than you shall ever know. I remind the knights here assembled that the threat to this order comes not only from without, but within.
I have no idea who this guy speaking is.
We must stand vigilant together, lest our ranks be poisoned by those who seek the destruction of all we hold sacred. No one is immune from the rebels' influence.
Surely the Lord Chancellor does not mean to question Sir Percival's loyalty.
This order has long appreciated Sir Percival's counsel, but the current disruption calls for caution and concerted effort, not rash action.
Sir Percival has cause, Lord Chancellor. The situation in Whitechapel may need to be addressed.
Does Lord Darwin speak with the blessing of the peers?
It's all three of them.
Lord Hastings, Lord Dunglass.
He does, Lord Chancellor. Perhaps the question should be put to the Council.
Very well. What says the Order of Her Majesty's Royal Knights in the matter of Whitechapel? Aye or nay?
Well, that was a bit inclusive.
Aye. The nays have it.
Oh,
This
I have no
council
idea what happened
is
there.
dismissed.
Our order grows too prudent, Grayson. We wither away from this inaction.
Leave it, Sebastian.
Caution be damned.
Sir Percival is most agitated.
You should learn it is best not to cross him when his mind is set on something.
Right. This is all oh, can I do something? Am I controlling him now? I think I am. So I thought that was cutscene then. Can I have a chat with you?
You cannot deny that there is some truth to what Percival has said.
Need I remind you of your place, Lady Igraine? Who are you to question the Council's wisdom?
Yes.
So he's the Lord Chancellor, and I can just wander around, it looks like, just listening on people's conversations. Does it say who sits at these desks? Sorry, these seats. Got all their crests on them, looking quite nice.
We have worked with less than that in the past, but we haven't always been in the right. What are we to do?
So I'm interrupting. You gonna say anything else? Perhaps I should have listened earlier. Right, let's clear off. Can I run? No, come on. Pressing the button down.
Galahad will deal with this in due time. I have a more pressing matter to
Quite
attend.
an abrupt change there.
How many of us will make the journey to America?
Lord Barrett, Lord Darwin, and myself.
I've heard many great things about the Agamemnon, Lord Hastings.
Ah, she is the finest the United India Company has ever built. I can promise you a pleasant and speedy journey across the Atlantic.
Can we expect your presence at the launch, Sir Lucan?
It would be my honor to see you off on your maiden voyage, my lords.
Sir Lucan, if I may.
If you would permit me, my lords.
Of course, Sir Percival.
Alistair, you know as well as I do that Whitechapel is the key to these disturbances, to everything.
My opinion is immaterial. The council has spoken.
Few dared countermand your father's express wishes.
Need I remind you that we all serve at the Lord Chancellor's pleasure?
You are the Knight Commander! Make him see reason.
You think an incursion into a rebel stronghold is reasonable?
I consider it an acceptable risk.
One for which you'd be willing to accept full responsibility should unforeseen circumstances arise.
Let what befalls be upon my head, no one else's.
Whitechapel remains off limits. That is officially.
You have my thanks, Sir Lucan.
Of your thanks I have no need. Bring me results.
As the Knight Commander wishes.
Right, looks like we're going to Whitechapel.
Well, we're going in.
Ooh.
Most excellent.
When do we move?
You're not talking about Whitechapel. But my
Your brother sought fit to permit us a reconnaissance. Secure the necessary materials. Isabeau, a word.
Tell me, monsieur, about the Lord Chancellor.
What is it, Marquis?
Sir Lucan and Lady Igraine were adopted by him, yes?
As they were.
Why would he bring them into such struggle?
Perhaps he wanted to regain a semblance of the humanity he lost. When time came to join the Order, the choice was theirs to make.
Regardless, I would not wish this life on my children.
Marquis, we need to hurry.
Oui, mon général. Avec plaisir. Monsieur.
Goodbye.
Friend Mallory has always been something of a rogue operative.
I've never known a better man.
Still, I shall rely on you to be call it a sobering influence.
Sebastian and I have long been partners. I trust him with my life.
A little restraint would not be ill-advised. Do look after my sister, won't you?
No man in the realm can keep Isabeau from danger when she's of a mind.
Oh, you say true. What's a brother to do, eh? Good luck and Godspeed.
Right, is this...
Always at your service,
yeah,
Sir
go
Galahad.
on. Follow Tesla.
This way, please.
Ah, Tesla. Just the man.
Can I run? Come on, I want to go a bit faster. No. Damn. Quite an odd mixture of uniforms. You've got these sort of sort of tropical hats and the red tunics, and the head guardsmen's back there on their busbies. It looks quite nice, though, I have to say.
What new developments do you have to show me?
Quite a few intriguing things, if I may say so. Any further news of the trouble in Grosvenor Square?
Police are investigating. And investigating.
Lycans, on the United India Company's front doorstep. What do you make of it?
Mayfair isn't what it used to be.
Comfortable silence. Here we are.
Permit me to oversee a few of my new experiments. In the meanwhile, take a look around. Play with whatever strikes your fancy. But do be careful.
Oh, it looks good. Tesla Laboratory, Catacombs of Westminster. And we've got to explore it. Let's have a mess around with this stuff. So hold L2 and use R to focus on details. Not seeing anything I can interact with. I'll interact with you. Hello. Oh, I thought it was a door. Oh, here, there's something. Quick, quick, quick. Let's go and have a look at it. Pick that up. Right.
Oh, gibberish to me.
Yeah, gibberish to me too. What's on the back of it? Hello.
You sly duck.
Oh, Bell's Musees. Good heavens. Bit saucy. That is worth turning over those bits of paper. Can I go through here? Right. Oh, this one looks more like it, doesn't it? Oh, come on. Let me pick something up. Go on. I thought I'd be able to shoot at something then. Let's try the next one. A side of beef hanging up. Yep. Let's go and have a look at these chaps, see what they're up to. Looks very nice though, doesn't it? It looks gorgeous.
18 amperes baseline.
Right, what are we up to?
20 now.
Ah, I want to shoot the gun.
That's enough.
Sports. I'll just lock that door. Ah, can I get through here?
Try again now. Same base.
There must be one or two things in here I've got to pick up and play before I can progress to the next part of the game. But for the life of me, I can't make out what I'm meant to be doing. Apart from... Oh, here we go. Here's something.
Nicola.
Ah, the Wall of
How
Currents.
fares your friend Edison these days?
Thomas and I are not on speaking
Thomas
terms.
Edison.
The man is an idiot.
Right, two of the greatest minds of our generation will meet face to face. Demonstrations, £1. Let's turn it over. Let's see what's on the back. May the best man win. Your friend Thomas. Yeah, of course, Thomas Edison and Tesla were rivals in real life. So a nice little bit of a...
Sir Galahad.
Hello. What? I was just about to say the nice bit of historical realism there, and then he interrupted me. Let's have a look at this. Looks fun.
Quite an antique. Hard to believe we ever use these communicators.
Sir
Oh, I
Galahad.
thought it was a weapon. Okay, alright, you're calling me over. Yep.
Please, this way.
Oh, I'm going to pick that up.
Here is something you may find interesting. This device allows you to convert between Edison's inefficient direct current and my superior alternating current. Quite handy for overloading and incapacitating certain electrical systems.
Well, it looks lovely.
It's comprised of an inverter, transformer, and rectifier outfitted with some brass clips to enhance the design. Oh, and a fine leather carrying case. Inside each tube is a small quantity of mercury. When the mercury is properly aligned, the device becomes operational. Please, try it.
You know, I'm not doing this. This is the game. What happens? Oh, jeez. What's this? Lock the moving mercury between the needles. Click and hold. Right. So I've got to... And then that one.
Ah.
You never cease to amaze, Nicola.
I'm still locking.
I appreciate your expert opinion on my
stop.
latest whimsy. Here.
S684 Marksman Carbine. Impressive.
You've always had a good eye for craftsmanship. I've outfitted this one with a telescopic sight. It's ideal for long-range shooting. I would be honored if you would test its efficacy.
With pleasure.
Okay, so I've got to look at it. Okay, now I can get using it. Excellent. Nice bolt action there. So, hang on. What am I'm using L2 to...
The trigger pull is stiff.
I was using L2 to sight, but it's not really doing anything. Just got to use the right control. Come on, this is a bit better.
Recoil is sharp, but manageable.
Right, R3. Oh, there we go. Is there any way to stop this wavering around? Did something come on the screen? I just missed it. I think I did.
Some muffling might be in order as well.
I'll attend to it immediately. So, are there any other of my children that you would like to meet?
The offer's tempting, but I must return to the others.
Of course.
He looks about 12.
The monocular that General Lafayette requested is over there on the table.
Come on.
I'll see that he gets it.
We scour the district in pairs. Isabeau, you and Lafayette take the high street from the south end. Galahad and I will move in from the north.
Why not give the Frenchman to Galahad?
Mademoiselle doubts my intentions. I promise to remain at all times the picture of chivalry.
I'd prefer to have someone more experienced looking out for me.
I thought you needed no looking after.
Very well. You team with Galahad.
Mademoiselle will perhaps one day allow me to demonstrate my skill.
One day?
Remember, we are entering rebel territory. The insurgents will take umbrage at our incursion into Whitechapel.
Given our little discovery in Mayfair, the London hospital should be our target.
Strange to think Lycans would find sanctuary here, is it not, monsieur?
You really believe the rebels are collaborating with the half-breeds?
The Lord Chancellor is convinced of it. I have my doubts.
Do you trust anyone, mon général?
Never accept. Always question. It's a motto that's seen me through the centuries.
Did he say that motto has seen him through the centuries?
Stay vigilant, all of you. We can expect hot work here.
Ah, quelle joie!
A nest of cut-purses, collaborators, and whoremongers. I knew it very differently once. A lone chapel stood just there, offering sanctuary to travelers.
That was before even my time. The city walls had yet to come up.
Now you can smell Whitechapel when you see it.
Right, well, since this is the beginning of Chapter 3, I think this is quite a good time to halt the proceedings. So we've done a little bit there, quite a short episode this time, in about 20 minutes. But we will close this down now and pick up the action again in Episode 3. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed that, and I will see you again soon. Okay, bye-bye.